we have an experience of somebody that's gone through the process. Kutira Descotern.
Aloha. I started in 1988 to get a piece of land which had nothing on it, no water, no roads, no electricity, nothing. I struggled for quite a while, but I was hanging in there because I was forced to go sustainable. My land is now completely sustainable because I had to create everything. It has its limits, and my limit was the water. I got in a well, but well water to do farming is almost impossible. I do have a catchment, but I got into the love of bamboo. In 1996, I was the very first bamboo farm here on Maui. You may be wondering why bamboo, but because I knew the bamboo is sustainable lumber for the future. And I'm one of the founding members of bamboo technology of making the bamboo work for housing. I truly believe we can live sustainable. I also just recently with Jim, I accomplished a permaculture designing class. And I just want to say something about what Lloyd was saying about the tsunami we had. I have a newsletter, and in that newsletter I wrote to everybody the tsunami which never happened. But what would have happened if it would have happened? And yes, I also came up country, and I saw the long lines, and I drove through Makawao, and I looked at the suburban houses with the grass lawn, and nothing sustainable from a small little water catchment, or a solar shower, or maybe even a solar roof. And as I turned home, I realized I was very much at ease in my being. I was not stressed. I was not going like, oh my God. I had resources. So I thought, as I just graduated with a whole other people who are in here, let's give a free consultation on free permaculture designing, and I sent it out to about 400 people. How many people do you think answer to that one free consultation of permaculture designing?
10.
10?
100.
30.
200. One person from Florida wrote, my God, I'm sitting in the cacao and you have the best over there. I was wondering who is her sitting. I was really shocked that the people, that was not a wake-up call. But my wake-up call came when the drought started to happen out in Welo. And my bamboo was not looking that good. And when I realized, okay, now I have all my bamboo houses, I live good, but now I want food. I want to eat from my land. I want to grow. Realizing I can't grow anything if I don't have water, enough water to grow and water my gardens. Is it my kale or what it is? My tomatoes. And just now we had again 3 months, really big drought. So I came by at a Kula Green Festival, and there was this little booth of the NRCA. And I just went up there and got one of those flyers and said, what you guys are doing? And it says, oh, we do this, windbreak, this, and this, and this. And I said, okay, why not? Because at that point I was still very much struggling to get at least a little bit income. I'm also one of the first legal B&B, which on agriculture is allowed, because I could not have made it where I'm at now if I could not have people who wanted to stay in my place, learn about, and give me money that I can create my bamboo farm and the food, because it doesn't feed me, but my vision is there. So he said, oh, I can come by, I can look at your thing. Oh, gee, I don't know, who do I get out on my land? Who is it, the government or the county, or when are they coming? I was kind of like, not like, come on over, boy. But I read, and then I thought, well, nothing to lose for me, because I do need help, and I could desperately need more water if I want to farm. So this young man came, and he literally, do not tell him that, John, right? But he was so adorable. He was the nicest person. He looked at the land and said, oh, I can see you need more water in order to even sustain out here. Yeah, you need a water catchment. Oh, and he was interested in the permaculture. And I told him about my battling with my father, who said, you need to have social security, and when you get 60, who takes care of you? And I was always saying, I will be sustainable. I will take care of myself and my land. I take care of the land takes care of me.
Yeah, baby.
And so there was this young man and says, and that one day I also would like not to have social security. I would like to be able what you do. I cannot tell you. That was really the breaking part. To see that young, but I had to really battle with my father because I came from Switzerland to detect my accent, where, boy, we could take care of the social security in Switzerland and insurance. You are not going hungry there. Oh dear. However, this young man could see my aspiration to live sustainable. So we sat down and we looked at the whole plan, and he says, yeah, if you get a water tank over here and you can make wells and you can make more gardens down here, and I was already more into seeing how I can do the whole land. The next thing is I had the meeting. Oh, he helped me with all the papers, which was very important. He was okay, you need to sign here, and this is what we live. Very helpful. So if you have any fear of paper signing up for grants or whatever support, they are so beautiful how they help you. The next thing was, I had the engineers coming out to survey my land, where a water tank would go, where it's the best. And I wanted to have from every roof on my land a catchment. Because just 2 weeks ago, I had to replace the pump in my well. And it costed me $12,000. $2,000 was just the pump, and $10,000 was taking the pump out 450 feet out of the aquifer and spreading 450 feet down. That is a very expensive water, where we can have catchment. Well, it's good that I have the well because I do need water, but I want to make it more sustainable. Every roof needs to have a catchment. So my support I got from the NRCA is that they helped me, and I'm still in the process. Where I'm going next is to the planning department. But now with my stamp plan and everything, to say, please give me the permit that I can build my 2 water tanks. I haven't gone to those hoops, and I hope they will be very nice too, and not putting me through much stress, because literally it's just 2 water tanks for food. However, I would say this group of people and that funding money really helped me. And if you have something which you want to expand or not quite sure, they are really great people who have knowledge and will come out and will help you. Any questions?